When I say every day, y'all say love. Every day. Love. Every day. Love.
Sister, tell me what you need and I got you. Teach me, I teach you. Show me what you know and then I show you. Get your queen on. Yeah, I got a shoulder you can lean on. Assignment, understood. Now tell me what's the tea on womanhood.
What's going on, everybody? I'm your host, Karina, on the WomanHood, sponsored by Everyday Love TV. And today I'm with the queens talking about the influence of social media, y'all. Social, man. Listen.
That's the topic.
Yes, y'all ready? Let's do this. We got a lot to talk about. All right, so let's go back.
Okay.
Back in time. Think about, very first time. Think about your earliest memory of the internet and then social media. And then tell me what comes to mind.
Oh, man.
Earliest.
Okay, for me, I would have to say the chat rooms.
Okay.
I was all up and through the chat rooms before anything else, before MySpace, and also like the little I guess the little avatar sort of world. I don't really.
Yeah, Habbo, I can't think of the name.
Was
of
Habbo
it.
One of them?
Habbo?
And then
I think it's something else. Okay.
Right. It was essentially like MySpace, but you could build like your little avatar.
Yeah.
And then you would go into this whole world and you get to talk to people and stuff like that. So I was mainly like typing.
That was before the Sims. Okay.
Yeah. Way before the Sims.
That's my game.
That was my stuff.
Yes. Okay, so you got chat. What's your earliest memory?
Black Planet.
Black Planet?
Oh my God.
See,
Black Planet? I forgot about the Black Planet.
Black Planet, MySpace.
Wait, what was so different about Black Planet for the younger generation?
Yes,
watchers?
please.
Well, explain.
So Black Planet was kind of like Facebook, but it wasn't like Facebook. Like from what I can remember, but it was. I would say it was an older Facebook. Like,
okay, was it an older crowd? You supposed to be older?
You supposed to be.
Yeah, I was definitely.
You know, everybody was lying.
Yeah,
everybody was lying
in the chat room.
Yeah,
especially ASL.
That was where catfishing started. That's where catfishing started.
Exactly.
It did. Okay. What about connected to the internet?
Oh,
how did y'all used to have to connect to the internet?
Oh my gosh, dial up. And if somebody called,
exactly.
All over.
My mom used to be like, get off the internet. I'm trying to use the phone.
Exactly.
But that was a way to control it back then too, because you had to know, like, okay, my time is from 8 to 9 o'clock, and then I'm off. Yeah, that's
pretty much it.
But I remember that. What about MySpace? Did y'all have the top 5 and the music? What was y'all page?
See, I definitely had the music, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I had like a top 5. I can't.
What?
If I did, I don't remember.
That's how you told people when y'all wasn't friends anymore. Like, you're off.
Top 5.
I had the top 5.
I might have had like one or two people.
I think you actually had to have 5. That's the crazy part.
You had to?
Yeah, I think you had to have 5. No?
Then
Do you know? I don't know.
Everybody was talking about the top 5.
Yeah.
The hottest thing.
So we had the chat, the avatars, the MySpace. Then we got over to Facebook and Instagram. So hopefully, I don't know.
Right.
But what kind of content did y'all used to post? Like, what did that used to look like?
On Facebook or
either the beginning of Facebook and MySpace.
Oh my God!
I know that was a different word.
So Facebook, you used to have to be in college. You used to have a college URL to even get on Facebook. And the pictures is like, I'm in my dorm room. I'm like, with this colorful jewelry on. I got this big old colorful belt, this colorful bracelet.
I remember those.
Do you remember that style?
The bangles.
The
girls, the bangles and the high socks.
Oh my God.
That was an era.
That was, I don't know what I used to post, but one thing I used to hate was when I was typing with the big and little letters and the @ signs for the A and the what's up and
oh my God.
I thought I was doing code or something.
The 3.
I would definitely have it set up where the words would go across like the screen and stuff like that.
Yes.
That was me. And I would definitely have like the nerdy stuff.
Man,
yes.
Some of the statuses, I'd be like,
yes, it was a mess.
Yeah,
hopefully it's different. Yeah, the status, you'd be like, what's up with it?
Right. Shout out
and Facebook's so messy. Now they show you memories, and I'm like, I'm thugging. No, I wasn't.
Right?
I
Who
was
was I?
grade.
Who was I? What was I going through?
Yeah,
Not
it was a
damn
mess.
thing.
It was a mess, but hopefully our content is better now. But what do y'all think when people who created whatever it was, the chat, the Black Planet, the Facebook, MySpace, what do you think they actually intended social media for?
I would say I think it was a way to connect with people throughout your, whether it was high school, whether it was middle school,
Right.
college, people that you may have played basketball with, you was overseas with. I just think it was a way to connect with people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And definitely, I would also say connect with those that you would never see in your day to day.
Right.
Maybe
Right.
across the
Maybe
country.
cheer you up.
Yeah.
In a whole another country.
Yeah.
Things
Yeah.
of that nature.
People
Just-
move around. Remember we used to meet people like in elementary. They were maybe parents in the military. And we don't see them anymore.
Yeah, I
Like,
had a couple of friends like that.
yeah, it was a way to connect, I think.
Yeah.
That's good stuff right there.
And then
But
it evolved to a whole new monster.
now,
Oh,
we getting
no,
there
no,
because
no.
now it ain't even what I think they remotely intended it to be, like for real. But if you had to, let's say somebody was in the past and you had to go back and explain to them what social media would be or would become, how would you explain it to them? Like, let's say we back in 1949. 1950.
40s.
Well, first of all, they don't
I was
believe in
like,
the internet.
that's
Let's go back. Let's go to
it.
like 75. Let's do that.
Okay.
Okay, if we was to explain social media, I would just basically tell them, hey, in the upcoming years, Facebook is going to be this big thing. You're going to be able to connect with people that you know, people that you don't know. You're going to make these really cool friends. You guys are going to, your Instagram, Facebook friends are going to really hype you up. Like, they're going to be rooting for you.
Yeah.
You might not even know them. So that would be my way of explaining it to
That makes
them.
sense.
Honestly, I would probably dish out some advice and be like, don't think that it's just a trend that's going to be here and then gone the next minute,
okay.
because it's here
Facts.
forever.
Facts.
Yeah.
So, and it's honestly going to change your life, so just be prepared.
Just be ready.
Just
Because
hold on.
think about a lot of stuff back in the days being like invented and stuff. I imagine that when Ford or whatever built his first car or first, and people probably like, this is silly. Get my horse out the stable.
Exactly.
Ain't nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah. So they probably didn't even think like cars would be a thing. They probably thought it was only for a certain group of people or whatever. But no, it's here to stay. So that's good advice. That's good advice. But now, so I guess kind of talking about the other side of it. We have people that don't use social media for productive reasons. We have people that run into like bullying on there. We have people that run into they compare themselves to others, and it's the ugly side of it too. So where do you all think the use of social media has gone wrong? Because we just said like we feel like it's for connecting. Where has it gone wrong?
I think social media started turning when everyone tried to pretend to be something that they weren't.
Bingo.
And try to like flex for people that honestly don't
not
give a
care.
damn about them.
They don't care, but some of them do though.
They
can't be who I am. They can't be here.
They
or
don't
whatever.
like you for who you are authentically.
Yep.
So I mean, if you gotta stand in front of a Ferrari, have your Birkin on deck that you can't afford,
I'm about to bring it back.
Like in the next 2 days, like who are you flaunting it for?
Right.
Because we really don't play that big of a part in people's lives. That
Right. We really don't.
You be thinking like,
We really don't.
I got so many people worried about me. No, they're not.
Those 1,300 followers, they're by chance and some by spam.
And some of them are robots.
Yeah.
They just,
What's sad is that there are some that think like, I have to do this in order to feel special.
Yep, that's what I was getting at.
In order to be seen, and it's very sad because it's just like if you were just you engage in the things that you engage in. If you like fashion, if you like all that stuff, then okay, by all means, do
it. Show
but
it.
if it's breaking your pockets so that you can keep up with the Joneses, it's not worth it.
Yeah. And I think another place where we went wrong too was doing it for the likes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
People
you only
are
got
addicted
10
to
likes.
that. Yeah.
I literally heard somebody say that, and I'm like, are you serious? The likes and the you could get sponsored by or whatever. It's
right.
Okay, like.
Yeah,
you know?
That I think that sometimes those things, like, yes, it could be nice, it could be great, but people kind of stumble into that.
Right.
They usually kind of follow their own lead and post whatever they like or whatever they created, and then somebody saw them a business like, okay, let's link up. Then it's like, awesome, that's great, you got a whole new opportunity.
Exactly.
But it's just best to just do you.
Yeah.
And just to go off of that, like a lot of people they see the finished product. So you thinking like, oh yeah, if I just take this bomb picture, somebody, you don't see the hours they're putting in. You don't see the time that they're taking their own pictures. You don't see the time that they're editing. All you're seeing is the finished product of, this is me in front of a Lamborghini, or I'm getting sponsorship.
Right.
But when if you're willing to do that, be an influencer or whatever the case may be, you gotta be willing to put in the work. Like, you have to be willing to. It's not gonna be like okay, well I can sleep. No, you gotta edit these photos. You gotta see what content you want to put out for the week. It's just, you gotta be mentally prepared to do that.
Right. And then kind of going back to what I said about like bullying and comparing. Whose fault is that? Is it the person's fault? Like me, if I feel jealous that the homegirl that I'm following keep taking trips every month, is it my fault that I'm jealous, or has it become, let's say, social media's fault? Because why is it so that on my For You page or popular page, why is it that I'm seeing a whole bunch of people traveling when I like pictures? I like dogs too. Let me see puppies. You know what I'm saying? Who plays a fault in that?
So I think it's both parties.
Okay.
Honestly, because it's easy to fall into the trap of, while you sitting at home, you scrolling. Let's say you're not having the best of days. Now you everything is going well for you, but you falling into the trap of you're scrolling, and now your subconscious is like telling you, oh well, you don't have that, you're not doing this and that, and now you thinking up there like, dang, my life not like this, like my body not like this, I need to go do this. My car, I'm driving this car, but it's paid for, but they got this new car. So I think it's both. It can be our fault, and it can be social media, because we live in a popcorn society. So everybody wants everybody wants everything quickly.
That's fact.
So, but I think everybody has to play a part in it, because I can't sit up there and be like mad at somebody for living a lifestyle if I'm not willing to do the work that goes with their lifestyle.
That's true. What's your take?
Yeah, I think there's no right or wrong. Definitely both play a part.
Yeah.
But I can't sit here and say like, for the individual, it's your fault that you feel this way. Honestly, you can't help but to feel what you feel. See, now, the steps that you take afterwards, that's all on you.
Yep.
So it depends on, you going out and soul searching, you figuring out your budget, you figuring out what your interests are, your likes, your dislikes, and going that route. Or if you just decide to sit and wallow, that's you who decided to just sit and wallow.
Yeah.
You can't expect everybody to feel bad for you.
Yep.
And in regards to society, I think society kind of just moves with what is big, what's popping right now.
Trends. Yes. Trends.
And it's always going to be that, whether there's a couple of people who try to change it up, switch it up, or individuals, feel a certain type of way and speak on it. Society is still going to follow the trend.
Right.
So you can't knock what the trend is, because that's the trend.
It's what it's going to be.
It is what it is.
And people drive themselves crazy trying to, no, everybody needs to be this way. Like, no, that's a madman. And then one of the things, too, I think is important is that people actually unplug every now and then, because you have to reassess and be like, actually, I'm not doing bad. I got a roof over my head. I got people that love me. Like, I got a car. It's not a Lamborghini, but I got a car. I got four wheels, so unplug.
So it's a saying that goes, everything works when you unplug it, including you.
What?
Yes.
I never heard of that.
It says everything will work again if you unplug it, including you.
And that's facts. Because sometimes you just got to be like, doo-doo.
Yeah. Honestly, burnout is a real thing.
It is. Work and social media. Okay, I feel like I get off and then here I go. I gotta go upload stuff, whatever.
You never realize how like focused you are to the screens, whether it's like computer screen on your phone or whatever, especially since it's a little laptop on your side.
Everybody has their phone.
You're just on it all of the time.
Got access to everything. Yeah.
It's like you wake up, phone in your face, go to sleep, phone in your face,
phone
use the restroom, phone in your face.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's really, especially for your mindset, your mental,
just
to have that state where it's just like, okay, Let me just
get up
separate. Let me get myself together, and then jump back in it. That way, you're not overwhelmed when you see, your friend
getting married, having a baby,
and
going on
you're
a
not
trip.
tearing yourself down.
Yeah, you got it, and that's the thing, and that's why I asked the question, like, who do y'all think is the fault to blame? Because some people just can't help it. Like, I have, my sister, I have other people to be like, don't worry about it, you where you're supposed to be. Think about the people who social media raised them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have people in their corner to say, you actually doing good. Stop looking at what they doing. Like, you actually not bad off. So and I guess going to kind of turn it on us a little bit, what influence has social media had on you all, positive or negative? I'll go first. I had to learn to unplug. So now I can sit up here and be like, yeah, don't forget, take a day off, whatever. I had to learn that because I had to, like, one time I had to sit and be like, why do I seem so sad or depressed after scrolling? Because I see new baby. And it's crazy. Something I think, I'll be like, oh, they had a baby. Next thing you know, new baby, engagement, new baby, new baby. And I'm like, there's nothing else going on in the world. But I had to learn it for myself, like unplug or whatever. So that was the negative side. But the positive side now is that when it comes to marketing, whether it's my business, whether it's this show, whatever, I'm sharing it because people are watching it. They may not comment, they may not like, but they always watching it. You know what I'm saying? So what influence has social media had on y'all?
So for me, I know in the mornings I try not to be on my phone.
That's good.
Like I do not before, whether it's 8 o'clock, I set a time, whether it's before 8, before it's 9, 10, I'm not on my phone. I'm trying to journal, I'm meditating, I'm praying, whatever I need to do before. I don't get on social media until after all of those things are done. Good. Like I make my bed every day. I'm doing, like I said, I'm journaling for 15 minutes. I'm reading, I'm meditating on that.
Let's go. That's okay. Me too. I wake up and
I don't get it. It is hard, but like I said, I don't like to start my day with social media. Yeah. So in the mornings I try to, have that mental clarity before I get on social media. That way, when I take in all this information, it's like, okay, I'm ready. Like I'm ready now. Yeah. But when it comes to like social media, I found a lot of good things on social media. I be on TikTok University. Yes. I be on YouTube University. TikTok University. Shout out to you guys because I be like, I didn't know this.
Yeah, a lot of information.
So many things.
Yeah, I forgot to say that. Look at you. I forgot to say that, but that is true.
I think for me, the negative was I was one of those people that would like obsess and compare, and now I feel like I've started to distance myself from that and get better at it. But I do catch myself sometimes because it's like, of course you want the perfect body, or I'm a girl who loves to travel, and so especially during this whole
panorama,
I had the bug. I was like, no, and people are still out here traveling. Like, how?
Yes, I'm like, y'all not scared?
And sometimes I would just reflect and think like, man, I don't have that, I don't have this, and things of that nature. But what kind of got me back to reality was my own personal achievements and just being grateful of the small things.
Hey, that's
gratitude. Like those that are closest to me, my friends and family, they're still healthy. They're still here, and I still have those moments to create new memories and things of that nature. And I have my education, car paid off.
Let's go.
The rent is always paid on time. And it's like just really being thankful of the small things. That's definitely got me by. And definitely just having perspective that not everybody, they don't have it all. It's not all as it seems.
Get up every day and fight these demons.
Exactly. Everybody has their own demons. And so just having that perspective definitely made the blow easier. The positive of social media is, like you said, it's just you learn and have access to information that you've never had before. And even with like a simple Google search, you wouldn't think to just, let me Google about tax delinquency. What is that? But with TikTok University, it's just somebody
you type it in and people just giving information.
They giving the game. And it's just like, I could really transform my life if I just really take into consideration just the simple advice.
Yes, ma'am. That's true. Now let me ask y'all just a quick fun question. Private or public with y'all profiles? And this is the reason why I'm saying that, but private or public?
Listen, I have one public and one private.
Oh, you fancy. I'm big private.
My Instagram used to be private, but it's public now because like last year I had joined the Wealthy Women Circle, and we was promoting different things, so I made it public.
Okay.
Facebook is a little more.
Facebook is dry and private.
Yeah, it's dry and private.
Dry.
Yeah. I mean, that's good. Like you say, you have both. And then when I think about it, I'm like, all right, I do have a public for the website, but whatever. But, it's private because, and this is a reminder for people who get in this phase where they feel like social media is so mean. You can control.
I was just
you
about
can
to
control who's commenting, liking,
you can
sharing
control what you see,
And if you don't like what they're putting out, hit that delete button.
Unfollow.
Exactly.
If we broke up,
keep scrolling.
what I need to keep watching you for?
And what's crazy is
Come on.
it's just
Come on.
like, okay, everybody started social media at a certain age,
Yeah.
right? For
Yeah.
Instagram, probably like 15 when you were in high school, whatever.
Yeah.
And you were connected with the people that you were in high school.
Mhm.
Now
Right.
you're like 25. You probably don't talk to those people
At all.
anymore. And it's just like, what's for me?
Yeah.
I was just like, let me just purge.
Let's go.
Purge my feed because there's
Cut
no
'em
need,
off.
no hard feelings.
No, but I saw that too. I said somebody from elementary.
Right.
That person ain't. And you look, I'm petty. When the last time they told me happy birthday? No.
Come
Done.
on, Betty.
I'm just saying, clean your inventory. Like, it
Exactly.
matters who's
It
on your stuff.
helps.
Mhm.
It really does
It
because
really do.
in the back of your mind, you're like, okay, I've unfollowed, unsubscribed to all
Right.
these people.
Right.
There's less eyes looking at me, so
Right.
there's less pressure to put
To
out
put on. I
something
can
or
be
to
myself.
flex. I can be myself. The
Genuine.
people that I follow and stuff like that, who
Yeah.
I see, those are the people that are in my head. Those
Yeah.
are the people that I'm comfortable sharing myself with.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
it's just easier to just, kind of just flow into it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what I you know how you was talking about being authentic in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
When you are authentic, people will receive it very well.
Really
Like
well.
when you show up as yourself,
Yeah.
they don't care. Like
Yeah.
they like, oh, I didn't know you was going through that. I didn't know you were into this. Like you do a lot.
Right.
Like,
Yes.
That's why it's
when you
important
show
to
up
be
as yourself, like
Right.
people really respond to it. And those who don't, again, unfollow, unfriend, delete.
Delete. Like this is a message. Clean out that inventory, y'all. You do not have to have 50,000 followers.
Yes,
Who cares?
exactly.
Who
Real
cares?
recognize real.
Absolutely.
Okay, if you're faking it, it ain't going. It's not gonna work.
And yeah, it's
They're
not
gonna see
genuine.
through it.
It ain't genuine. And my last question for you lovely ladies, because this is important, we try to reach everybody when watching this show. So for children, right? Because it used to be a day and age, some people had dial-up and internet, some people didn't. And it used to be to a certain degree where you can hide children from social media. Now social media is everywhere. I was talking to one of my friends in education, they actually have to use social media for a project that they do. So social media is everywhere. We can't hide it. So my question is, how can we teach kids or children to properly use it? Because you might be like, I'm gonna take their phone at home, but then when they get to school, they got their friends who got iPhone 30s and stuff like that. So what would you teach them, or how can we teach them on how to use it?
I think the first thing is to kind of drill in their head that you are in control of what you
have
see
to.
and what you say.
Yeah.
Okay, because you might think, saying, oh, she's fat or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You might think, oh, it's whatever, you can go on about your day, but you don't know how that could affect a person across the screen.
Right.
That's all, honestly, parenting
Yep.
to begin with. You need to,
Start
if your
there.
kid is an
Yeah.
ass, can I curse?
You said a little word.
Okay.
You said a light word.
If your kid is a butthole,
There we
you
go.
need to get that together.
Yeah.
So, and in regards to just receiving, it's just like, again, you can control what you see.
Yeah.
If you don't like what this girl is saying, X.
Yeah.
Gone.
Right.
Bye.
And I think the problem is parents use social media as a babysitter.
Right.
Let me sit you in front of this TV, watch this show because I don't feel like being bothered.
Right.
Here, take this iPad because I don't feel like being bothered.
Right.
You don't know what your kid is looking at. So that's my
Exactly.
thing, first of all.
Exactly.
But like you said, getting it into their head that this is all fake. What Dave Chappelle said, you can't cancel me. The cancel culture is made
Exactly.
up. Let them know
Exactly.
like this is just something made up, a trend or whatever.
Mhm.
But go ahead.
So for also with parents, they can create that culture in their home to where it's open. Like, if you saw something online, come and talk to me about it. Like, let me know how you feel about what you saw or why you felt the way you felt. Because, yeah, we can say all day, you know, you can control it, but we know subconsciously this person, like, why I'm not looking like that? Like, why I'm this color? Or why, you know, why my hair, why this and that?
Yeah.
So, you know, having that open culture in the home to where it's like, okay, well, tell me, like, why do you feel that way? Or, like, what do I need? What do you need from me? You know, because, of course, we can't shield them from it because when they go to school,
it's there.
Right.
It's there. But like you said, starting in the home, because, like, for a prime example, my little cousin, she was at the park and she was like, I need to work out. And I said, yeah, girl, work out. She said, so I could be skinny, huh? And I don't know where she got it from. She could have seen it on TV. Somebody could have called her fat at school. I don't know. But I said, no, you need to work out so you can be healthy. So changing that narrative that maybe skinny is out. Because, first of all, size is real. But skinny is out. But just letting her know, like, no, you need to be healthy. Because we can't, like I said, we can't shield them from it these days. It's there. Social media is there. We just talked about the positive and negatives ourselves. So that's my thing, like, block them forward.
But speaking of that same 6-year-old, she asked me, did I have a Tesla? So I know we can.
Oh yeah, so she know, yeah. My little cousin know about a Tesla. How? Social media. So y'all see right there, social media has an influence on all ages, young, old, middle age, whatever. But thank you all for watching this episode. Please like, subscribe, share it with somebody if you got a good laugh or message out of it. And hey, we hope to see you again next time on the WomanHood.